Alright, today I'm back to working on this old battery charger. There's really nothing wrong with it except these original gator clips that came with it don't clip onto regular battery posts for some reason. They'll kind of get on things, and they're supposed to have a little deal for side terminal, but it just doesn't work. So I took them off, just cut them off here. I got some other ones from some old jumper cables. This is I don't need the little side terminal thing, but then again. Alright, what I did was the insulation was crunchy. Stripped it off. Bare copper. Going to use some crimp connectors. Hook it up to the cables and go back on this charger. Now, let's see if we can set this up. To crimp this, this is a battery cable crimper. A little bit heavier duty than your standard little hand crimper. You have to hit it with a hammer. This should work. 4-gauge crimp connectors. These things are fairly heavy duty. This should work. Got my heat gun for some heat shrink tubing to insulate all this. And I'll put the heat shrink over this part of the connection here when I put this on. Now, let me see if I can set this camera up so that you can see what I'm going to do here. Alright, let's see. We need to put, here's the negative cable. And we need to put this crimp connector on here. This guy here onto this guy. And then we'll shove it into this and we'll crimp it onto here. Now, let's see if I can set this camera up to do this. Let's see here if it'll show this. Pretty sure it will if I get it adjusted right. Yeah, that should work. There we go. Now, let's put this guy in here. So I get this thing open. Man, this thing's been pounded on for years. I used to make jumper cables for a little patented Corvette thing that we had years ago. And this thing's been, it's seen better days. Alright, what I'm going to try to do here, make sure I got that thing centered right. Let me rotate it around a little bit more. Alright, there we go. Should be about right. Let's put this in here. I've already put my heat shrink on here, on this cable. So, let's see if we can get this in here. I have to hold it in place. Is it going to cooperate? Do I need to answer that? Alright, let's see. If this will stay in there, a couple of hammer blows on it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's crimping it. It'll stay in there though. Camera back where it belongs. No, it's not staying in there. Well, it's crimping it, but it's not getting where I need it to be. Probably need a bigger hammer. That's all. You know how this stuff goes. Get down here on my hands and knees and see if I can pound it a little bit better. It's getting it. I can feel it going in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's crimping it. So, let's see what we got now. And as usual, there we go. Whew. That worked like it's supposed to. Nice. Yeah, well, a little magic tool does a lot of stuff. Now, see if we can get the other side of this thing crimped. This may be a little bit harder to do. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, I think we can get that in there. I get my little crimper tool thing to open up again. Come on, come on. It's not in the script for it to stay shut like that. It's going to be a two-handed thing. Normally, this guy just opens right up. There we go. It's got a heck of a spring in it, that's for sure. Now, let's see if we can get this guy in here again with the Crimping tool position just about right there. Let's get this thing to curve around where it should be. And there we go. Let's see if we can get this to work. We're getting there. Simply amazing. Wow. I haven't used this tool in 20 years, I'll bet. There we go. Pretty cool. Ooh, yes, warm from being work hardened or whatever. Huh. Pretty neat. Looks like it's official. Let's make sure those are nice and tight in there. Let's do this again, just to make sure. Why is this tool not opening correctly? There we go. It's decided it's gonna get finicky in its old age. Just like me, I guess. Who knows? Let me get the screen to come back on. There we go. Make sure I know where I'm hitting. I should have it. I think we're good there. Let's make sure this guy over here is crimped too. I'm going to have to oil this tool or something. It's not cooperating. That should do it. Alright. Thanks to the old school crimping tool. Now, next step. Whew. Let's see. Slide the heat shrink up like this. Yeah, let's put it on that. There we go. And break out the mega wattage heat gun. This guy here, this will work. Let's see what we got. All right. Come on, heat gun, do your thing. There we go, it's working. Alright, and I've got a second piece here. Let's slide this up. Get that on there. Well, it's double insulated if you want to call it that. Okay, here comes the heat shrink. Let's see. There we go. Shrink on a second one. The magic of polyolefin. Heat shrink stuff is. Works pretty well. Alright. There we have it. Now, I'm going to move on to the next one. Which will be the positive cable, which will be this guy. I'm going to eliminate this and do the same procedure that you just saw here, but with this guy. And yes, I have red heat shrink. So, there you have it. It's pretty much a straightforward replacement of the alligator clips. Oh well, this thing can feel like a normal battery charger now, and it'll clamp onto battery posts on newer things, and you know, I don't know. Anyway, those cables, these guys were okay, but they just don't, I don't know. I tried to put them on the Mustang the other day and it just didn't work. Anyway, there you have it.